I think the question is, how do we compete globally for the hearts and minds of a generation? And could we dream bigger? Could we ask God for more? And we always dreamed of the idea, that a Christian blockbuster was possible. And we're so close. It's incredible to see. I can only imagine, gross over $80 million and be the #1 independent film of the year and be all over the world right now. And that massive success that the audience gave us afforded us such enormous influence in an industry, and we just wanted to dream of a place called Kingdom that would empower artists, emerging artists, more stories to be told. And I just think that we've just scratched the surface. Someone asked me here today, are we in the golden age of Christian film? And I said, I think we're just beginning. I think it's going to have a new birth. I think we're just discovering what it is. And I think the key is there's all this talent. There's all this young talent and young emerging voices, and we wanted to use our success to try to galvanize that talent. And so I think it's another leap forward. I was so excited to see Variety and Hollywood Reporter, some of the others this morning say faith-based slate, Lionsgate and Kingdom unveil a faith. Those three words have never gone together. So the idea that we can unveil multiple films at one time and we're just so blessed. I mean, Andy and I are from Birmingham, Alabama, and this should not be happening. And the idea that we've been able to dream for so long, and the audience has come with us, and God's blessed it, and those dreams are becoming a reality is really mind-blowing to me.
Well, you mentioned the so-called faith-based slate, and I want to revert to something that Kevin Downs had been talking about with relationship to this agreement with Lionsgate. Is the head of that company saying that they no longer see Christian film or faith-based film as being a niche market.
Yeah.
And I think that, and I mentioned this to Kevin and Tony, that you see this phrase faith-based, and sometimes that conjures up connotations that might not necessarily be positive. And so you're looking at going out there with a message that exalts Christ, excellent stories that from a business standpoint are competitive with what you would call general market films. We certainly saw that with I Can Only Imagine, and let's go through that slate because it's very exciting. Andy, you got another film coming out, I Still Believe. Now, somebody say, okay, so this is a film, it's another film about another Christian musical artist. No, that's not it. It's what the Erwins are known for, telling good stories. And here's another story based on a true story of a Christian musical artist who has been through it, someone who God has really touched in a powerful way. So this I Still Believe coming out next year is that's excellent.
Yeah, Bob. Believe me, we're always really blown away when we find a story that captures our soul. So when we finished I Can Only Imagine, I wasn't looking for another music movie next. But we sat down with Jeremy Camp and his wife, Adie, and walked through his story of his love relationship with his first wife, that they were married in college, and she passed away early on in their marriage, and just their challenges that they faced together. The story just was so beautiful and so romantic and so compelling that it really grabbed my soul. And I walked out of that meeting and I looked at John and I said, "You're going to think I'm crazy, but I want to do that movie." And it's got a different feel than anything we've done before. It's a very young, beautiful love story, and I think this one's going to really be catch people off guard in a whole new way.